Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm Salena Billings, and I'm going to be hosting our new member orientation today. Just wanted to kind of check in and see how many people have previously attended our new member orientations and who is here that is new. Good morning, Ernest. Good morning, Tony. Good morning, Suave. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Are any of you attending the new member orientation for the first time? Are you unable to unmute yourself, Ernest?
Yes, this is my first time.
Okay, wonderful. How about you, Tony? Is this your first time? Oh,
No.
nope. Okay. Okay, then I will go ahead and get started. Again, I'm Salena Billings. I'm really excited to be here. My background is in information technology, but as a young single mom, I was also someone that was involved in direct sales because I was always looking for a way to, allow my kids to do the extra things that they wanted to do, the extracurricular activities and that sort of thing. And so I got involved in network marketing and direct sales, way back in the Amway days. And although I never really achieved the success that they kind of promised you would achieve by joining those organizations, what I did get is a lot of training. There were a lot of functions that I attended, and they were always encouraging us to read more and to learn more and to just really be aware of our thoughts. And because I chose to take that route and do that, I noticed that I had a different perspective than my other coworkers at work when I did customer service and when I worked on the help desk. I just seemed to be able to be more calm than a lot of people were, as well as I was able to address them differently, not take things so personally. And, just having that attitude made me feel more in control, not only of the situation, but also of my happiness. And after all, isn't happiness, for me anyways, the most important thing? So throughout the time that I've been involved in direct sales and started learning everything that I could about network marketing, I began to realize there were so many different things that I could change. And one of them was simply that I wanted to be what I wanted to attract. And so, it's really important for me to recognize that if I want to attract high energy people, then I want to wear bright colors and I want to be high energy. I want to feel high energy. I want to be excited about my life, and I want to be excited about the possibilities. And for me, in this cooperative business, it's really about recognizing when I'm off, when I am feeling resistant, when I'm seeing that things aren't going my way, and stopping and analyzing, because I don't want to take that energy into my next meeting. I don't want to take that energy out to the street, into my car when I'm driving, and interacting with people. I want to take a high vibration energy and excitement and love and service to everyone I come in contact with. So having said all that, I'm just really excited to be part of this beautiful organization and to be part of the group of women and men that are working together to bring you the new member orientation and to be of service. What I'll be doing is I'll be sharing a lot of great resources. And so I just really want to encourage you. I'm just going to kind of go over them. I'm not going to read everything line by line because this is your business. So I just really want to encourage you to look at this as an opportunity to learn everything you can about where your resources are, how to access them, and how to get really good at being good in this business. So let me get going here. The first thing I'm going to do is go into the Smarter Than Money website. There we go. And if you are not already subscribed to the Smarter Than Money website, then I encourage you to do so. I have already signed in, and so I'm going to go straight to the new member orientation tab, and we'll be going over the other tabs later. I'm going to go and click on this. If I was not already subscribed to this site, I wouldn't even be able to get this far. So please do make sure that you go to smarterthanmoney.com and simply put in an email address, and then you'll need to actually go to your email and confirm that you want to be subscribed to this particular site. So where we're going to get started right now is the weekly team schedule. Can everybody see my screen? Good. Okay, so here at the weekly team schedule, you can see that every Monday we have a live team overview, and that's for our guests. And it's at 8 p.m. Eastern. For me personally, I'm on the West Coast, so that's 5 Pacific. So you do want to make sure that you, when you're inviting people, that you take into account their time zone. Another thing that's a really great idea is to put this in your phone and remind yourself of it, because in the beginning I kept forgetting about it and missing it. I'd even have guests coming, and I completely forgot to attend, which was just really embarrassing for me. So I just really want to encourage you to be aware, and the best way you can be aware of all of the things in this schedule is by putting them in your phone and your particular time zone. So for me, I put it in every Monday at 4:30. I would remind myself, and that would also help me remember to remind my prospects, you know, hey, this is when it's happening. And I would even do it earlier in the day. I usually remind them twice a day, 4 hours in, and then about half an hour before. And then on Wednesdays, we have our new member orientation, which is where you are right now. And that happens at 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern. So we have 2 different calls that come up. And again, you can use the way that you actually got into this call, smarterthanmoney.live, or use zoom.us and this 721-477-4065 to get to this. And so we really just want to encourage you to invite all your members. Anybody that you're bringing in, we are wanting to duplicate. And if you're not plugged in and you're not aware, this smarterthanmoney.com new member orientation is constantly changing and being revised by Greg, because he's always on top of it, and he's always helping us to be more and achieve more. And so having said that, you don't want to miss the locker room masterclass. I have to tell you that for me personally, my whole mindset is completely different, and so is my wallet, simply as a result of attending the master classes, because of everything that I've learned from Greg over the years. And Greg and I were involved a number of years ago in a high ticket business. And gosh, that reminds me, just in terms of mindset, how much I've changed. I remember walking up to the gentleman that was presenting one morning and just complaining, this isn't working, that's not working, nothing's working. And he said, Salena, the only thing that's not working is the distance between your ears. And, it wouldn't have hit me so hard if I didn't recognize, I think you're right. And it felt like a gut punch. And so I'm always aware of where my mindset is, and looking at how can I change it? How can I grow? How can I change my belief level? I have this book. What did I do with it? This book that I was told about, it's called The Magic of Believing. When I recognized that I was having problems with my mindset, I started picking up books. I started looking on YouTube. I started looking for ways to change my mind, because I knew that I wouldn't be able to attract anybody with what anybody that I wanted to attract. Of course, I could attract the same people that I was thinking of. So I would find myself in these conversations around the coffee table, the coffee room, that said that people just complaining about inflation and how much money they don't have. And I'm like, oh my God, this is what I'm attracting. Anyway, let's move on. So just want to welcome you one more time to the new member orientation. And the very first thing you're going to want to do is to, when you come to this site, is go ahead and download the new member orientation package. Again, we're on the new member orientation tab. And if you just scroll down, you can click here, or it's also all the way at the bottom of the page. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my new member orientation package. As you can see, that's what I have here. Can everybody see my new member orientation package? Thanks, Beverly. And I'd like to get somebody to read our massive transformative purpose for me. Is there anybody out there that would like to volunteer and do that, please?
I'll do it for you.
Thank you, dear.
Our massive transformative purpose. The Smarter Than Money Global Cooperative believes that true wealth or well-being cannot be found in a static balance sheet, no matter how large the accumulation of financial assets. True wealth shows up in sharing and giving, allocating and distributing, nourishing and watering the projects, people, and purpose that we believe in, care about with the resources that flow to us and through us. When we see money as something that flows through our lives and the world, then we have the opportunity to allow this resource, just like water, to move and nurture the most people possible. In this way, money fulfills its highest purpose. This is when we all become smarter than money. And what this means to me too is that we're all working together to attain the same goal. We're working cooperatively, hand in hand with each other. And the old saying is teamwork makes the dream work. That's what this is.
Thank you so much, Beverly.
And you're welcome.
It wasn't until I read this mission statement, this purpose statement, that I started looking at everybody else's purpose statement. When people tell me that they want me to buy from their business, I start looking, really, what's your mission statement? What is your purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing? Because I just feel so impacted by this mission statement. So I just really want to encourage you to do the same. Read it and feel it and get in the flow of it. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of go back and forth. Don't want to confuse anybody, but here on the Smarter Than Money site, there is actually this video that talks about the new member orientation. So after you've downloaded your package, you can go to this video, and Greg does a really beautiful job here of even helping us to know how to do invites. That's at 3 minutes here. So it's only 41 minutes and worth every moment of time that you watch it. So I just really want to encourage you to do that. I don't want to take up your time here at this point. I just want to keep going down the package, but please do watch the video and download this new member orientation package. So right away, we're going to jump into the purpose of a fast start, because why would any of us want to do this slowly if you can do it fast? So that's the purpose of this manual, as it says right here. And during the new member orientation process, the member must commit to completing the 2 cooperative steps within 14 days. So that is something that, you being new here want to recognize. If you want to succeed, then you must commit. Okay, now we're going to go into the importance of a fast start. I love this first line. Very little is accomplished by merely bringing someone into the cooperative. And the reason that one resonates with me so much is because how often I did it. I kept bringing people in and bringing people in and not even stopping to think ahead of time, who is this person? What do they do? Are they accountable? Do they show up when they say they're going to show up? One really good way of checking for the friends I knew is how many of them said they were going to show up and help me move and then didn't even call me. It's like, wow, well, why would I expect them to actually, move forward with this business? It was just a really great way for me to recognize what could happen or might happen or might not. So again, I'm not going to read line by line. I just really want to encourage you to download this and read how important this is. The new member is the seed, the beginning of the expansion of your cooperative. So that is who you are in this as a new member. You are a seed and the beginning. And the leader's work isn't complete until each of us find out what we need to do to duplicate and then duplicate it and then help your new members to do the same. It's just a big circle. We can make it challenging. It's simple, but it's not easy. And the reason why it's not easy is because what goes on between my two fingers, what goes on my head. I am constantly complicating everything. That's just what I do. And I get to be aware of my thinking and how it doesn't help me or how it can help me. It's a choice. So the purpose of duplication is that duplication helps a member build a cooperative by following a system with activating 3 accounts, 1 at a time, with a designated time and enrolling within the designated time and enrolling new members, which never stops. This secures the predictable ongoing residual cash flow. A lot of people don't seem to recognize where's the money coming from. It says it right here. Activating 3 accounts 1 time within the designated time and enrolling new members. We have to keep doing that. That's how we keep the cooperative rolling. Why duplication? To build a business that enables you to achieve your vision, you must duplicate yourself, multiply your impact, and continually have people getting in line to open co-op wallets in your business. I have found in this so many roadblocks and recognized one by one that they were all just in my head. So I just really want to encourage you, as we're reading through this, to recognize what's my roadblock, because that's the whole reason we're here with a new member orientation. Isn't just to talk about what you need to do, but why don't we step out right away and talk about what our challenges are. We want to help you succeed. This is a cooperative. It's not multi-level marketing. We're not in competition with one another. We are helping each other to get ahead. So if any of these things that I talk about here resonate with you or that you find are challenging to you, let's talk about them. We'll have the opportunity to do that at the end of this session. What are the key components of duplication? To have a coachable mentality. If you can't get your people to come to the new member orientation, that might tell you something right away. It might tell you, they don't seem very coachable. Develop I am 100% responsible mindset. That goes back to what I was sharing earlier about telling the gentleman that nothing was working. And he said that the only thing that wasn't working was my mind. And the reason why I felt gut punched was because I somehow knew I have a problem with belief. I'm always so skeptical. I'm always looking at the reasons why things can't happen instead of the reasons why they will happen. Trust the process. It works as advertised. We can see that when we do the co-op wallet demo. We can see that with each of the members who have already achieved success here. And do not quit. Most people have a survival phase as they get their cooperative up and running. And anytime we start something new, there's always going to be a ramp that we have to climb. A ramp where we learn about it, but most of all, a ramp where we learn about ourselves. What's going on in my mind? Am I willing to call somebody else after somebody just said no? Am I willing to address the challenges that come my way? And how? Who's going to help me? We're here to help every single Wednesday, twice a day. We're here to help you. So don't give up. Focus on the challenge and talk about it here with us so that we can help you succeed. The power of duplication. The power and control of duplication requires a blueprint that's easy to follow. And to help with duplication, train a member and teach them exactly what they need to know to win. Keep the information and training simple. Make this the system blueprint, the Smarter Than Money system, the blueprint for your cooperative. This is the blueprint. I'm going over the blueprint with you right now. And this, you know, like a blueprint for a building, if you want your building to be secure and strong, you want to make sure that you stick with the blueprint. So follow that system, master it, and keep it the same. And then, like a franchise owner, study the blueprint repeatedly in every facet of the business, especially doing VBRs and co-op wallet demos. You know, I have a tendency to think, oh, I can do it better. And that's always been a big challenge, because what ends up happening is I bring somebody in and they're like, oh, well, you're not following the system the way I just read it. And my mind is, yeah, but I'm doing it better, but I'm just making it more complicated for them. So don't try and do it better. Just try and do it exactly the way it's being taught here, so that when they come back and follow the leader, they'll say, oh, that's exactly what Tony did. That's exactly what Suave did. That's exactly what Ernest did. They're doing it exactly the way that you did, because that's the easiest way to go. And we don't need to complicate things any more than they already are complicating, at least in my mind. Okay, so what are we doing? We're dividing our efforts while multiplying our results worldwide. Gosh, that just gives me the heebie-jeebie chills. It's so exciting to me. We're building a global financial infrastructure and network. It just makes me emotional. I'm sorry, but it's just really exciting to me that this is what we're doing. We have a purpose, we have a plan, and we're here at the right time for the right reason. You don't need a lot of superstars to build this cooperative. Lots of everyday people doing a little can be better than a few doing a lot, just completing those 2 cooperative steps. And you know, that's something else that I have been challenged in doing. I keep wanting to attract one of these superstars. How come I can't get a superstar? Goes back to, I'm going to attract who I am. So I have to become who I am. I have to become who I want to be to attract the right people. And I don't want a superstar. I just want people that are accountable and are going to do what they say they want to do. So understand, every person you bring in will become a great leader in this business. All you can do for them is give them an opportunity to change their current situation. You know, when you recognize that your situation's changing, you know, it's kind of like I was saying earlier with, you know, attending all of these different multi-level marketing events and trainings, and, you know, downloading the tapes and downloading the teachings. I could see the results not only at work, but also in my personal relationships. So all that's required here is the cooperative system has created a unique business model, combining the powers of a cooperative with easy for me to say, artificial intelligence and blockchain technology to provide our members with a predictable, sustainable, and scalable residual income. So this is my goal. What about you guys? Do you want $5,921 within your first 5 weeks? It starts now, right at this moment. And so all you have to do is follow these steps. Go here where we already are to smarterthanmoney.com, click on the new member orientation package, which the new member orientation tab in the window, which is where we are. And then once inside, watch Launching Your Cooperative Properly video, invite your friends, and conduct a VBR within 48 hours. And I'm going to show you how to do that here shortly. So don't feel overwhelmed. We're going to go over it all together. And again, these particular items are covered in that video that we were referring to earlier. So it's, you know, you can refer to it over and over again to help remind you. And you don't want to do it exactly the way, you know, somebody else might do it. You want to really add your own flavor to it. You know, you don't want to come across like you're reading a script. You want to be you, boo. And let's see. Step 4, sign up interested new members. See video tutorial. We're going to go over this. all of these different tutorials we're going to go over shortly. After your new member has activated their Co-op wallet, assign one of your $28 tokens. We'll see a video on that. Set up your Google Authenticator. You will find the instructions under Co-op wallet withdraw funds. Now immediately duplicate these steps 1 through 5 with your new member, because that's what's going to happen. It's going to happen that quick. You're going to do these VBRs and people are going to come in. So see it, believe it, and it will happen. And now you just have to be ready. Make sure that you know how to follow these steps simply by downloading this package and watching the video over and over again. Okay, number 8, open a crypto exchange account as soon as possible. You can choose Coinbase, crypto, crypto.com. This is where you'll withdraw your earnings and put them in your bank, and we'll go over that shortly as well. Attend all locker room trainings. In order to stay turned on, you must stay plugged in. You know, one time I went over to use my toaster and I kept pushing it down and walking away, and it wasn't toasting anything. And I realized somehow that when the maid was here, she unplugged the toaster. That just reminds me of this. If you're not plugged in and you're a toaster, you won't work. So if that's your objective, to toast or to be successful in this business, you want to make sure that you attend all the locker room masterclass trainings, as well as new member orientations with your people. And the reason why I'm encouraging you to do that is because what if it's changed, which is happening all the time, then they'll be watching something different than you are. So when you invite your members to a new member orientation, make sure that you come with them, or at least, you know, attend one of them on the same day. If you're not on the same schedule, maybe you can't attend the noon one, or maybe you can't attend the 8 p.m. one, but at least you'll get a general idea of what it is that we're presenting when you attend. So this is your predictable 5-week plan, the 10X version. And this is exactly how it will happen. Every partner invests in 3 friends who cooperatively accept $28 from you within 7 days, and one time who duplicates the same. So this is exactly what we're doing. And that's why duplication is so essential. So we've basically covered the, just kind of did a quick review of the new member orientation package. And now what I'm going to do is go back into the new member orientation tab. And here you can see is the video is referring to, it's 41 minutes. Watch it. Here it says, so let's begin. And it starts taking you step by step through all of the different things that were referenced in the Smarter Than Money new member orientation package. And this is a brief 36-second. You can see at the very beginning how long it will take for you to learn something. So that way you can kind of plan out your time. How long will it take me to learn how to do a Zoom screen share? 36 seconds. I think I can pull that one off. It also refers to the Co-op wallet demo. We'll be doing that a little bit later. We had a little bit of challenge with it earlier in the week. I'm not sure if it'll work, but you can see it here, Co-op wallet demo. Here are the VBR presentations. There's one done by Douglas. Here, it's about 57 minutes. There's one done by Greg here. It's about 38 minutes, I believe. And then there's one in Dutch that's done by Melissa. So if you have members or possible people that you would like to present to that are not English or Dutch speakers, perhaps you can assist in getting a different language on here. I know we're working on Spanish right now, and a couple of members have requested that and are also working on a new member orientation in Spanish. Here's step 2, how to enroll a new member. This 7-minute video shows you exactly how to do this. How to open a Coinbase crypto exchange account. This is a 458, almost 5-minute video. And it also even shows you here how to access Coinbase support, which I've had to do a few times. So it's just really good to know that these resources are here for you in case you can't find it on the site. Sometimes it seems like they bury their support, link somewhere on a site and make it challenging for you to get help. The next one is how to use a debit card to buy crypto on Banksa or MoonPay. If you have members or possible people that you want to talk to about this that are in other countries, it's really important to understand that different exchanges are beneficial in different countries, and some of them don't even work in other countries. So this is really what you want to learn about Banksa, MoonPay, and find out for the country and the person that you're going to be talking to how it works. We can help you on new member orientation because there's a lot of people on this call that are knowledgeable about that. Here's information on using a debit card on CoinMama, another site that you can use to buy your tokens instantly. How and when to send a support ticket to Co-op Corporate. If you're having problems or you're seeing something that you don't understand or want help with, here is how you can do that. But also you can come to this new member orientation and bring up your concern. There have been things before that are happening on the Co-op site that we don't understand, but together we can talk about them and escalate them within Smarter Than Money. How to assign tokens and send money member to member. These are all the different items that were addressed in that. And then lastly, here is the payout mix. If you want to know how you get paid, how you're going to get paid. This is a 20-minute video that will break it all down for you and help you understand exactly how it works. I'm loving looking at your grandchild suave, it looks like. Okay, and then at the bottom, STM tools. Here's again, the new member orientation. This is where you could actually download it if you don't download it from the previous link I showed you. STM Smart Wallet presentations here, a Dutch Smart Wallet presentation, a PayPal referral. This is something that that Greg shared with us a number of weeks ago, and it's very interesting, and it's something that we're actually also kind of modeling. We're, or they modeled it, and it's what we're following. Pay it forward 10 times promo video, ideas for cards. This is all your tools. This is what you can use to help your business achieve success. This is a fun artificial intelligence spot. I decided one time, I think I'm just going to see, what would happen if I asked, could I be successful with Co-op Wallet? And okay, it's giving me the same thing before. Anyway, you can ask anything, and it's very interesting what it will tell you. It's, what AI does, it just scrapes the internet and looks for information. So the response that I got last time was just basically how a co-op works, and that was very beneficial. Also, there's STM mindset. So just want you to test it, play with it. Remember, this site, when you send other people here, they're going to do the same thing. So don't just ask questions you're interested in. Ask questions that you think your prospect might be interested in. These are really great short little audio presentations that are very beneficial. And these are all mindsets. So all of these different items will help you understand and learn more. Here are some recorded locker room trainings in case you've missed one. Again, I would really encourage you to be there live. That's the best way, because you can, stay till the end and talk to somebody if you have questions. That's the best way to be part of this community. And then here's a click here for blockchain basics. So I'm going to go back to the top and just kind of quickly, we've already done the cooperative. I'm sorry, we've already done the new member orientation. If someone were to come to the site and click on the home button and then just click here, they don't even have to have an account yet. This is exactly what they'll see. They will see the V card. Now, if you don't already have a V card, then you most certainly want to obtain one. You could see here how powerful it is. Oh, there I am with my hubby. You put your registration key in. Terry Malone will help you with this, and all of this information is there for you, and you can just send your prospects a link, and it's extremely powerful. So you can see that this is where all of the different cards are that have already been made. I'm sure you'll want to get your V card added in here so that people will see when they come to your site, this site, which is our site, that your face is in there too, and that you're part of this cooperative. It goes down to About Us, and one more time goes back to Watch the Webinar, which is just a loop. It'll come right back to this, to these V cards. What it's showing is that we're all partners in this. We're all working together to achieve success. Okay, then under the cooperative tab, there is a woman here who's a professor. She breaks down exactly what a cooperative is. It's a 4-minute video. Talks about what cooperatives are. For me, I like being relevant, to people with whatever they're talking about. I remember when I was working in an engineering department, I was the only woman. I think I talked about this earlier. I wanted to be, all the guys were always talking about football, fantasy football. And I was the only girl, and I wanted to connect with them. So I started doing research and learning about fantasy football, and became a fantasy football person. I was always losing, but I think that whoever lost before was liking that. Oh, good. She's the one that's losing now. So anyway, these are all the information on cooperatives. There's so much information here. It's really, really good to know. And again, this will help you stay relevant when you're talking to people about what we are, like Ocean Spray, or like Blue Diamond Almonds, and why being part of a cooperative was beneficial for them is the same reason why being part of a cooperative is beneficial for us. So the more that you learn, the more that you can understand and be relevant in conversations to people. Okay, so we've done home, cooperative, new member orientation, our purpose. Goes right back to those V cards again, and the transformative purpose. And then the VBR tab. This is again where you can go quickly to the VBRs that you want to share. This particular tab, smarterthanmoney.com/VBR, is Douglas's VBR. Again, that's the 54-minute presentation. And right below his is testimonials. And again, it goes back to this. And so this is why we're wanting everybody that's coming in new to get your VBR, your V card, so that you can join the collective and be part of how it is that we are all succeeding together. And then last of all is the FAQ. And this is where I like to ask my people to go, especially if they're asking these questions, my new members, as well as anyone that's asking these questions. Hey, just go check this out. You'll get a lot of information and it will help you. And if there are questions here that aren't answered, come back to me and I'll help you. So once you go through this site, you'll recognize how very informative and resourceful it is, and recognize the benefit of Greg creating this site for all of us. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to Coopbusiness. These two sites are the sites that you really want to get good at understanding. And the reason why I'm coming here is to do a Co-op wallet demo. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to log in. And I'm going to use this is going to be just a demo wallet. And I'm going to use, sorry. J.A. Smith, there it is, at coopcrowd.com. This is a demo account. So what we're all going to do is we're going to believe that we are J.A. Smith. And this is how you're going to do this for, how you're going to demo it to someone. Okay, so you can see here on Jane Smith's account that currently in this $28 cooperative is $0 all the way across. And in the $280 cooperative is $0 all the way across. Now, what I want to do is I want to invite 3 people. Does anybody have somebody that they'd like to invite into the cooperative? Go ahead and give me a name if anyone would like to speak up.
Ray Bell.
Ray
Mm-hmm.
Bell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bell. Okay, any others? How about
Do Trinity Charity.
Trinity Charity? Okay, last one.
How about Mary
Jill.
Copeland?
Mary Copeland.
Mhm.
Then down here at the bottom, I have to prove I'm not a robot by putting in those numbers, 5, 7, 9, 8, 3, and clicking on invite. Yay, all of those names worked. Okay, you could see here that just by putting in 3 names that quickly, literally, snap of a finger quickly, my cooperative went from 0 in the $28 to $23.50, and my cooperative went from 0 to $235 in the 280. Now these numbers are different than they have been in the past because we currently have bonuses being added in, and I don't know how long that's going to last, but that's what's currently happening. Now, if one of my members, the members that we just added, I'm going to go over here to GBO team to see that. I'm going to choose Mary Copeland. If one of them, which is the whole intention, right, is to get them to do what we're doing. If they were to do what we're doing, which is just to invite 3 members one time. Of course, we're looking for the right members, people who do what they say they're going to do. And this is what you'll see. Acceptance, you just want to click off these 3, confirm and proceed. It will always ask you if you want to change your enroller. Just bypass that. So Mary is going to do exactly what we just did. Anyone have some names?
How about
Jennifer.
Who?
I was thinking, okay.
I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Cheryl Crow.
Cheryl Crow.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Oops, see crow. Any other names?
Peggy Forrest.
Peggy Forrest.
Mhm.
Okay.
And Jennifer Russell.
Jennifer Russell. Oops. I'm going too fast there. Hopefully we did not duplicate another one that's already in there. 16329, click invite. Yay, it worked. Okay. So just like you did, Mary. Wow, Mary's doing a little better than you. Mary got 3525 and 352.50. It's interesting. Immediately. So let's log out and see what's happened to your account now that Mary's invited her 3. Remember, you're J.A. Smith. I think we went from 23 to 27. Does anybody else remember the numbers? They seem to have changed, but
That's correct.
okay. Yeah, so it went from 23 to 27, meaning that once your person invites their 3, your wallet goes up. So you can see here on the GBO team that it's showing that Mary now has her 3. And so now what we want to do is talk to Ray and get him to get his 3, and Trinity, and get her to get her 3. And this is all going to happen through duplication, through telling them to come to the new member orientation, through encouraging them to go to the masterclass training, by encouraging them to, do everything that we're doing. And I think that I'm just about done here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share. Did I miss anything? Ladies, leaders?
Hey, Salena,
Yeah,
can you actually tell them how they can, just how they can create a demo account?
sure. No
From the
problem.
first step, how do they do that?
Okay, easy. Let's do that. Okay, so here, I'm just going to go ahead and log in. And I used Jane Smith. Jane Smith is a demo account that I created in the past. However, now that I've created those other emails that, that people suggested, I can go back to this GBO team tab and I could grab any of these names, anyone that doesn't currently have activity on them. So I could grab Ray Bell, or I could create something brand new. And the way that I would do that would be to simply enter an email address. And what's been helpful for me in the past, just to, in my mind, help me remember, is just to go back to Co-op Free Dashboard and use something like demo, so I could just say Salena demo. And that's all you really have to do to create a demo account. Is just put the address in there that you're going to use over and over again. The challenge is once you've invited 3, then the numbers keep changing. So every time you do a new demo, you have to just create a new demo account. So I'm going to go ahead and put the number 200. Oops. And click invite. And as soon as you see successfully sent, then you now have a demo account. Is there anything else I can cover, Bridget?
One of the things that Salena, I was thinking about too, for the new gentlemen that are on here, is to create their Smarter Than Money account.
Okay, let's go back to that. Okay, so I'm going to just type in Smarter Than Money as if I have never come here before. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just right at the URL level, typing in smarterthanmoney.com. And you would just want to put your email address here and click sign up. And then, as I said earlier, once you put your email address in here, then you actually want to go to your email and you will see an email from Smarter Than Money, and you just want to click the confirm button so that you're confirmed that you're wanting to be part of this group, part of this website.
That's for the free web monthly newsletter that Greg does. But to get access for the new member orientation and all of the different tutorials, they want to go up to the avatar to create an account for the Smarter Than Money website, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
To create an avatar, or just to create an account?
Yeah, to create an account.
Yeah. So once you put your email address in, you'll see, for me, this is my email address. Then each time you come back, you just need to use the same email. So just make sure that you remember your email that you've used, so that you can continue to access all of these resources, because this is your key to success right here, is this website.
Can I add something else, Salena? You
Uh-huh.
did a wonderful, wonderful job of going through those steps. It was very comprehensive on how to, all the steps to go through.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like for you to take them to the second page. So when they
Okay.
click here,
Okay.
and then they go to that first, group where the V cards are.
So are
So
we
once
talking
they
about
click
this one
here,
right here?
uh-huh,
The very
click
first one?
there,
Okay. Uh-huh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then after they, underneath this, they have an opportunity to see about us, about us
Mm-hmm.
under this.
Mm-hmm.
So this first watch webinar takes them to the second page. So click on there.
Mm-hmm.
See, on this page, you have the testimonials. This is like our second page that we highly encourage you to have your prospects or your people, your guests, to watch the testimonials. And then beneath that, we have an overview by Greg Baldwin that they can get just an overview of how this works and all of that. Then underneath this, they have an opportunity where they can actually get a demo on how to create a free account.
This is a really
there.
good video too. It seems like you're watching a brief video about how to prove it free, but it's very comprehensive. He goes into actually what I just showed you, the demo, the Co-op Wallet demo, as well as how to send tokens. So this 5 minutes is a very beneficial 5 minutes to spend on this particular video.
Absolutely.
Thanks for help reminding me, Bridget.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
On this particular video right here, you can see that when I click it, I'm getting up here. Oops, sorry. Up here at the top, you can see it's smarterthanmoney.com overview. It's beneficial to know what the links are so that you can send that specific link if you're wanting to, you know, share Greg's particular video versus Doug's particular video, because Doug's is smarterthanmoney.com/VBR. So just kind of watching the links as you go by just will help you to understand which resources you can share. And you know your people better than others do. So, you know, you want to make sure that you send the video that's going to be more appropriate, or, you know, they might enjoy watching better than the other, or might resonate more with the other, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
That, you know, getting our V card is going to be really important and coming in play for just kind of a systematic approach to folks on, if you have your V card, you can show a person your V card, and then from that V card, they can actually go to the website, to go to the testimonials, to go to the overview and the demo, and so on and so forth. So just like Salena did, just want to highly encourage everyone to get that V card so they can be able to use that systematically for not only themselves, but their folks too, to be able to access all of this information that Salena showed us so well. Okay, so just want to highly encourage you to do that, get that in place, because it really will help to grow your business.
Does anyone else happen to have the t-shirt that they've purchased with their Smarter Than Money logo on that they can share with our new members? I haven't ordered mine yet. Does anyone have theirs?
I know some folks have them.
Do you have
I
yours,
have
Beverly?
it. Yeah, I can get it.
Yeah, Bev has hers. Yeah.
Are there any
Another great tool.
questions that we can answer while we're waiting for Beverly to get her shirt to show us?
Salena, I don't have a question. I just wanted to say you did a phenomenal job
Thank you.
in explaining in detail what the cooperative is and what our responsibilities is and will be to be successful. Kudos.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Very comprehensive.
I have a question. I think Bridget answered the last time, but I have two guests on here, Rico Mason and Ernest Fulton. And the question they asked me was, you come into the cooperative, do you have to purchase your token first before someone gives it to you? And if the person do not give you a token, you still go on and be active? I'm not sure.
You want to answer, Salena, or?
Well, I'm
Yeah,
a little, I guess I'm a little confused because, you know, what we do is we purchase tokens and we have them ready for when new members come in. So the brand new member should not be purchasing tokens for themselves. They should be purchasing tokens for the members that they're bringing in. So at the same time that they purchase the tokens for the 3 new members, then once they say, hey, Tony, I got my 3 tokens, then that's when you say, cool, here's your token. That's how it works. That's the exchange of how it should work.
Okay, so if they don't give me a token, what happens?
What do you mean if they don't give you a token? Did you, are you being the inviter or the invitee? I'm a little confused with what.
The inviter. I buy my 3 tokens and they don't give me a token. What happens?
Okay, so you've invited 3 people and no, what do you mean by the inviter? You're shaking your head, Beverly. Tell me that
I've talked to Tony about this before. And so what happens, Tony, is that you buying your 3 tokens, like Salena is saying, is to prepare you to be able to give them away, right? So if a person wants to join you, because this is a pay it forward system, we expect them to purchase their tokens. And then what the system is going to do is going to use one of those tokens to activate your account. So when your inviter gives you a token, it will be to replace that token that was used to activate your account. Now, if that inviter does not give you a token, then you just have 2 tokens. I mean, literally, that's what's happening technically.
That's fine.
But it is the person's responsible, your inviter's responsibility to replace that token the system's going to use. Okay. And I think the integrity piece, they always do that. I have not known anybody not to reimburse a person or pay it for a person's token that they have invited or enrolled in the system. So you would be sure to get your token.
That's fine.
I've talked to the folks that are working with you, and they are going to give you
Yeah,
replace that token for
I
you.
understand what you're saying, but you're dealing with human beings. And I've been in all.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, right.
so we
Yeah, I know.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll be set right for sure. And see, the reason why you want to make sure that your new person is buying their tokens first. See, we've been in this for a while, and we've experienced a lot of things. You want to have them to put skin in the game. You want a person to be good as their word, and this is a pay it forward, and so they're committing to purchasing 3 tokens to give away, right? So if they're not willing to do that up front, then you want to wait until they're willing to do it. That's what's going to get them started. And it lets you know they're serious about building the cooperative, right? So that's the purpose behind that. But yeah, integrity will definitely call for them to reimburse you your token, because they want you to have 3 to give away.
Okay. All right.
sense?
So now, Rico, thank you very much for explaining that to them.
Okay, good deal.
Second question. Okay, you paid it $28, and that's due every 28 days if you don't have the members to for the wheel to be turning and accumulate that where I don't have to come out of pocket.
Right.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. And remember, you have 3 tokens sitting there that the system's going to use. So if you happen not to get your 3 folks in that first 28 days to replace, so you're not coming out of pocket, then the system's just going to use one of those tokens that's sitting there that would carry you another 28 days, right? You have another 28 days. If you bring nobody in to join you to replace that money's, system's going to use that next token. So literally, you have really like 2-3 months that you're not coming out of pocket because you've purchased your tokens up front, right? But that is, we are going to do everything to help you identify and enroll those 3 folks, because that's what this is all about, and Greg said something really interesting on a training, just for perspective, before, because this is really not about if a person can do this. It's about a person being willing to do those 2 steps and do those things that needs to be done to identify the persons that he wants them or she wants them to join their cooperative. Every person that joins his cooperative can do this. They can. I mean, it just comes down to, like Salena so beautifully said earlier, you as an individual doing what you need to do, overcoming your roadblocks, your mindset and all those things, to be able to reach out to people, to have them because this is a wonderful opportunity for them, to increase their income so that they will join you. So if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to commit, like it talks about, and do those steps and reach out to people, you absolutely will identify and enroll your 3 folks where you don't have to come out of pocket again in a timely manner. It doesn't have to take 3 months. It shouldn't have to take 3 months. You can do it in a couple hours, however that time is, but definitely in your first 7 days, 7 to 14 days. That's the goal. Okay. And if you're plugging in and people work, and you have people, Tony, I know you have, Redmond, you have Marcus, you have people that will work with you and help you to go through this process.
Can I
Okay?
piggyback off what you said, Miss Bridget?
Absolutely.
In reference to that, Tony, too, you also, you want to be intentional to get your people in, because what you don't want to be in a position is if you've gone 2-3 months and now you have 3 people that want to come in. Well, now you don't have enough tokens to pay it forward. So you'll have to purchase more tokens to pay it forward for those people that you brought in. So keep that in mind as well.
You answered that question. I was gonna ask that next. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was doing some
Absolutely.
mind reading there. So does anybody here have a specific concern, like right now, it's coming to mind about a challenge that you think you can overcome? That's why we're here. What's coming to mind? If you're what's going through your mind isn't, I can do this, then tell me why. Why are you thinking you can't? Let's get over it right now. Come on, let's talk about it.
One thing to Salena that comes to my mind is this: when somebody tells you no, because that's like a slap in the face when somebody says no to some people, what is your reaction to that? And then what do you do after moving forward?
Are you
I have
asking
a
me
question.
personally? Oh, who's
Yeah,
talking?
that's a question.
It's me, Glenda.
Oh, hi, Glenda.
Hi. How do we get our donor key from the website when we log in? Where is our donor key number at?
It's immediately where you log in. It's right there.
The top
Right
right.
there. Oh, top right. Oh, okay.
By your name.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
No problem.
Mhm. So you guys, to access your back office, you go to the homepage on coopbusiness.com, and you put in, like Salena showed, your email, whatever email address you have registered with the company, and you put in your password. It's default 123456 until you change it through your profile, okay? And you click on I am a robot, and that'll take you to your back office, right? And then at the very top right is your name and your registration key, like they just said, and all of your everything. Pay attention to that clock, because once you're activated, the clock will start and you have 28 days before your next subscription is due. So you want to pay attention to that. And that's where, when you first begin, you want to put in your most energy to get your first 3 folks in place. Of course, you can have 100 people, but you want to get those first 3 in place within your first 7 to 14 days. And what duplicates. You want to do that fast, because your folks are going to duplicate what you did, whether they even know it or not, because it's all about energy. Okay, so you want them to do the same thing and get their first 3 folks in their first 7 to 14 days. So you want to really put your focus and your energy on that, like Salena mentioned earlier. Okay. And then there's opportunities for going through and learning how to do invoices and all of that kind of thing.
I just wanted to answer Beverly's question from earlier. She said, what do I do when someone says no? I recognize first and foremost that used to trigger me. Like someone would say no, and I would go out into the weeds for days, even weeks, but now when someone says no, I just say, okay, it's not for everybody. I mean, that's literally what I say to them. Hey, this isn't for everybody, and that releases this any thinking that, that this is somehow going to, cause a problem for me. It's not. It's your loss. I don't say that to them, but that's the truth. They lose if they don't become part of this cooperative. And so I know that, and I let go. And the more that I let go, what I'm certainly aware of is the more that I'm allowing the other energies to flow with me. I stay in the flow of that's just where they are. I just don't allow it to impact me in a negative way. And I just move on. Next. That's what goes through my mind. Next.
That was actually a blanket question too for everybody.
So how do you guys react when you hear no?
the law of large numbers.
Okay,
Mhm.
I don't take business personally. Law of large numbers.
Yep.
I like that, Tony. Thank you.
Mhm.
Anybody else?
And
Well,
when
I
I
don't know
usually
why I
hear,
feel
when I
good.
usually hear no, sometimes what I'll do is say that, can I get back to you at another date?
Mm,
Because at that particular moment, their mind may not be receptive to the information. It's not that it's a no, but they're not receptive at that particular time. So I'll pose a question, then we'll close it out. Can I get back to you at another date? And a lot of times people say, yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, no now is not a no always. Yeah,
yes.
awesome.
Go ahead, Belinda.
Well, I told you earlier, it's on. No, just reverse it. It's on. Keep like you said, keep it moving.
No is on. I love that. Well, we just really hope that everybody that's come today recognizes that we just want to help you succeed. And so we've just really, oh, there it is. There's the shirt. Yay. Pull it back a little bit.
She has on front and back.
She's got her QR code.
Oh,
So
Beverly
imagine-
gonna get them coming and going.
That's
Mhm.
right. So imagine someone standing in front of you at the grocery line and they're wearing that shirt
Right.
with that
If you,
QR
look, if
code.
you didn't get it while I was coming, you definitely gonna get it while I'm going.
How do you get these shirts? How do you order the shirts?
Well,
There's a gal
couple of
within the
options.
cooperative that's doing them, but you could also order them from Vistaprint.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
mine
just
from
the-
I
okay.
got mine from a lady, that's on one of my partners, has a
Okay.
business, and she makes them. That's where I got mine from.
All right, thank you.
And her email is in the Telegram group.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Vicky
Vicky Thomas,
Thomas.
yes.
Mhm.
Any more questions?
They get ready to end.
No,
No,
Selena,
You
don't
did
have-
a fantastic job, Salena. I mean, awesome and thorough.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I mean, just like you were having a fireside chat and just sharing information. It was beautiful.
Thank you, Belinda. I appreciate you.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to say. You did a fireside chat,
Mhm.
explained everything's clear and step by step. And anyone have any questions, should ask now. Don't wait until you get off and ask your person that brought you in. Ask now. Don't be afraid.
Right. It was excellent, excellent, Salena.
Thank you. Well, I don't want to keep you guys. So if you don't have any further questions, we'll go ahead and let you go. And just really want to encourage everybody to invite your people. There's another new member orientation happening this evening. If they weren't here now or are unable to attend now, then get them to that, as well as the locker room masterclass on Saturday.
All right, thanks for everything, ladies.
All
Thanks,
right.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Thank
you.
Selena.
you.
Thanks, Salena.
Everyone,
Have a great
Appreciate
day,
you.
everyone.
Fantastic.
Thank
have a great day, guys. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.